Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, and honestly, it is a crazy, crazy day in the soap world. We need to talk about what is happening on the Bold and the Beautiful right now because it is just completely out of control. Grab a coffee, sit down, and let's get into this massive bombshell that just dropped on us. And we really have to start right where we left off, because I am honestly still shaking from this episode. So last week, or a few episodes ago, we saw Hope just completely crumble. She had that massive, volcanic confrontation with Brooke, and Brooke basically disowned her. Brooke smashed a monitor, declared Katie her #1 enemy, and kicked Hope out of the cabin on the Logan estate. And then Hope just collapsed on the floor of the Logan Gallery. Liam found her there. And honestly, I thought it was just a panic attack. We all did, right? The fans on social media were all saying it was just stress. The writers love a good panic attack when things get too emotional, but no? So Liam is holding her, and she is totally unresponsive. He is shaking her, and she is just out cold, so Liam goes into full panic mode. He rushes her to the hospital, and she is admitted in critical condition. And you guys, the scenes of him in the just pacing and freaking out, it was a lot. It was actually really good acting from Scott Clifton, but it was just so heavy to watch. You can see the sheer terror in his eyes. He just promised to protect her at all costs, right? He offered her the Spencer Mansion as a refuge. But how do you protect someone from their own body failing them? You can't. And then Dr. Finn walks in, good old John Finnegan. And this is where things get so messy and so complicated. Because Finn isn't just some random doctor at the hospital, he is Steffy's husband. Steffy, who is currently plotting to aggressively destroy Hope's new Logan line. But Finn is in full doctor mode here. He looks completely stunned. Like, he is pale, he is visibly shaken. And he pulls Liam aside, and he drops the absolute biggest bombshell we have seen in years on this show. Finn tells Liam that it is not a panic attack. It is not just stress from Brooke yelling at her. Finn announces that Hope has a brain tumor. And not just a small one, a fast-growing brain tumor. And it is progressing rapidly. I literally gasped at my screen. A brain tumor. A literal brain tumor. Are you kidding me? What were they thinking? I mean, I know we need high-stakes drama, but this is so dark. A fast-growing brain tumor. It just changes everything. Every single storyline right now just feels so small compared to this. Liam is just standing there, and you can see his entire world just shatter into a million pieces. He just got her back on his side, in a way, supporting her through this massive Logan transition and the fallout with the Forresters, and now this. Liam is crying, and I am sitting here thinking, maybe I'm being too harsh on Liam lately. I know I complain about him bouncing between women, but seeing him break down like this is just gut-wrenching. He promised to protect her, but he can't fight a brain tumor. And Finn is trying to be professional, but you know Finn is also freaking out internally because this is his family. Even if Steffy hates Hope right now, Finn knows this is going to destroy everyone. So Hope finally wakes up in the hospital bed. And the absolute fear in her eyes is just, oof. It's so hard to watch. She is terrified. She is in critical condition, hooked up to machines, and she is terrified. But here is the kicker, and this is the part that makes me want to scream at my television. Hope finds out she has a deadly, fast-growing brain tumor, and what is her first reaction? Does she ask about her chances of survival? Does she ask for Beth? No, she grabs Liam's hand and she begs him, she literally pleads with him in a panic to keep this a complete secret from Brooke. Yes, you heard me right. She wants to hide her critical brain tumor from her own mother. And why? Because she doesn't want Brooke's pity. She tells Liam that Brooke just declared she couldn't look at her the same way anymore. Brooke just disowned her, and Hope knows that if Brooke finds out she is dying, Brooke will come running back. Brooke will be crying, apologizing, taking back the eviction, and acting like the perfect mother. And Hope doesn't want pity love. She doesn't want Brooke to love her just because she is sick. Honestly, I get it. I really do. Brooke was so incredibly cruel to her. Brooke was unhinged. She smashed a screen, she yelled, she kicked her daughter out of the only home she has ever known, all over a fashion line and some corporate loyalty. So Hope is sitting in that hospital bed, facing her own mortality, and her pride is just taking over. She is so stubborn, but at the same time, it is so incredibly tragic. She would rather fight a brain tumor alone, or just with Liam, than have her mother love her out of guilt. It is so messed up, but it is also classic, bold, and beautiful drama. And Liam, poor Liam is now trapped in this massive life-or-death secret. Who actually believes this is going to end well? Liam is terrible at keeping secrets. He is going to be a nervous wreck. He has to watch his wife fight a fast-growing tumor, and he has to lie to everyone's face. He has to lie to Bill, he has to lie to Wyatt, he has to lie to Katie, and most importantly, he has to lie to Brooke. Every time Brooke complains about Hope being a traitor, Liam is going to have to bite his tongue. It is going to tear him apart. But wait, it gets crazier, because the tumor isn't just making her physically weak. It is actually messing with her brain. It is causing weird hallucinations. And not just normal hallucinations like seeing people who aren't there. Hope starts seeing things related to her work. She starts seeing these wild, eerie, dark fashion designs in her head, like ghostly, haunting dresses and concepts that are so far removed from the sweet, innocent hope for the future stuff she used to do. The tumor is literally altering her creativity and her perception of art. And Hope, in her terrifying, tumor-addled state of mind, believes that these hallucinations are a gift. She doesn't see them as a symptom of her brain failing. She thinks these dark, twisted, eerie designs are going to be her ultimate masterpiece. She believes this is going to be the final, glorious peak of her career at Logan. She wants to turn these hallucinations into the next Hope by Logan collection. I mean, can you imagine? Deke Sharp is going to have to sketch these things out. Hope is going to be dictating these haunting, tumor-inspired designs to him, and Deke is going to be so confused but probably think it's just edgy. Katie is going to think it's pure avant-garde genius. Katie is going to market this as the new, bold, fearless Hope, but it's actually the product of a fatal brain tumor. It is so twisted. I don't know if I love it or if I hate it. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. It is brilliant soap opera writing, but it is so deeply sad. Hope is literally pouring her fading life and her literal brain damage into this collection, thinking it will be the greatest thing she has ever done. Let's talk about the fashion for a second. Hope for the future was always this beacon of light. Remember when Thomas Forrester was designing for it? Even his stuff, as edgy as Thomas can be, was still grounded in this positive, youthful vibe. And now Zendaya is over at Forrester, mourning the loss of his promotion because Hope left. Zendaya is probably going to try to recreate that classic Hope magic at Forrester, while the real Hope is at Logan designing these tumor-induced nightmares. The contrast is going to be insane. Zendaya is going to be making pretty little dresses, and Hope is going to be sending models down the runway in these eerie, gothic, twisted silhouettes that look like they came out of a horror movie. And the fashion world is going to eat it up. They always love a dark reinvention. But they won't know the dark truth behind it. And what about Deke Sharp? Deke just got this amazing career opportunity. He finally feels validated. He just rejected Remy Price because he wants to focus entirely on his career. But now his career is going to be tied to a dying woman's hallucinations. Deke is going to be the one translating these crazy visions into actual garments. Is Deke going to realize something is wrong? Deke isn't stupid. He is going to see these sketches and wonder what happened to the hope he knows. He might be the first one to figure out that she is sick, just based on how radically her art has changed. If Deke figures it out, that adds another person to the secret circle, and we all know Deke has a history of keeping secrets that blow up in his face. And what about Steffy? Steffy is over at Forrester Creations, plotting her revenge, trying to crush the Logan brand. Steffy thinks Hope is just this calculated traitor who betrayed Eric and sabotaged his haute couture show. Imagine how Steffy is going to feel when she eventually finds out that the rival she is trying to destroy is actually dying of a brain tumor. Will Steffy feel guilty? Probably not at first, because Steffy is Steffy, but maybe later it will hit her. And Ridge has been complaining bitterly about Hope's morals. Ridge supported Brooke disowning her. When the truth comes out, the guilt in that Forrester family is going to be nuclear. It is going to destroy them. But for now, they are all just raging at her, calling her a traitor, while she is secretly fighting for her life in a hospital bed, hallucinating dark fashion designs. And let's talk about the parallels here. It reminds me of the secrets Will Spencer is keeping from Elektra, but like, a million times worse. Will lost his relationship because he kept corporate secrets about Logan and the jewelry line. Liam might literally lose his mind keeping this medical secret. The Spencer men are just drowning in secrets right now. It's a huge pattern on the show right now, right? Everyone is lying to protect someone or something, but the lies are just causing massive, irreparable damage. Will lost Elektra to RJ because of it. What is Liam going to lose? Let's also think about Liam's mental state. Liam is a guy who needs to talk about his feelings. He is a chronic oversharer. He processes his emotions by talking to Wyatt or Bill, but now he is gagged. He can't say a word. He is going to be sitting in the Spencer office staring blankly at the wall, and Bill is going to be yelling at him to focus on business, and Liam is just going to be screaming internally. I can already picture the scenes. Liam looking at Hope with tears in his eyes while she furiously sketches these dark dresses, completely consumed by her hallucinations. It is going to be a master class in angst. And Brooke. Oh man, Brooke? When Brooke finally learns the truth, and we all know she will eventually because secrets never stay hidden in Los Angeles, it is going to be the most epic breakdown in daytime television history. Brooke will realize that the last thing she did to her daughter before she got sick was smash a screen, scream at her, call her a traitor, and kick her out of her home. The guilt is going to absolutely consume Brooke. She might never recover from it. And maybe that is what Hope wants on some subconscious level. Maybe Hope's refusal to tell Brooke isn't just about pride. Maybe it's a little bit of punishment. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Hope, but you have to admit, keeping a terminal illness from the mother who just disowned you is a pretty massive revenge move, even if you don't admit it to yourself. You are ensuring that when they do find out, they will be destroyed by guilt. I really hope Dr. Finn stays involved in this. Finn is a good guy, and he is going to be torn between patient confidentiality and his loyalty to his family. Because Finn knows that Brooke deserves to know. Finn knows that Steffi is wasting her energy hating a dying woman. Finn is going to be the moral compass here, and I bet you anything he is going to but heads with Liam over keeping this secret. Finn is a doctor. His job is to save lives, not keep toxic family secrets. But Liam is going to beg him, just like Hope begged Liam. So yeah, this storyline is it's a lot. It is messy, it is dark, it is incredibly emotional. I am honestly a bit tired just processing it all. The writers are really swinging for the fences here. A fast-growing brain tumor, ghostly fashion designs, secret pacts, and shattered families. It's everything we love and hate about the show all rolled into one. I just don't know how Hope is going to pull this off. How do you run a fashion empire and design a masterpiece while your brain is literally failing you? How does Liam look Brooke in the eye and not say anything? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Hope keeping the secret? Do you think Liam will crack under the pressure? How long until Brooke finds out and loses her mind? I have to go lie down after this one. Stay tuned because this is going to get so much worse before it gets better.